Good evening. I'm Socrates Garrett, and we're broadcasting live from right here in Jackson, Mississippi, the heart of the Deep South, right here in the African-American-owned broadcasting studio. WeBelieveDigital.com, our own platform. And so it's critically important that in the African-American community, we control the narrative. I look forward to receiving opportunities to show and advertise your products for goods and services and to move your brand along in this community. We're broadcasting live on Facebook. When We Believe Digital Podcast, go to Roku and download our app, and We Believe Global, with shows like this to bring articulate, intelligent conversations and dialogue to our platform. So I'm here to continue sounding the alarm. This is how the South is going to rise again. Good evening and welcome to Socrates Garrett Live. We're coming on this Tuesday afternoon with a special program. I know that you are accustomed to seeing us live on Friday evenings at 6 o'clock, but we're going to be enhancing and bringing more programs to the platform. And so each and every day you can look forward for something new. We will have breaking news. We'll cover everything that's going on throughout the entire state of Mississippi. If something happens, We Believe Digital will be on top of it. Now, as always, you know, if you're watching us on Facebook, we want you to go ahead on and share this program with your friends and family. If you're watching us on WeBelieveDigital.com, hit the donate button and go through that website. You know, our website is tremendously different because we have 8 categories on our website that you can go and click on that category and watch the kind of shows that you want to see. For example, if you want inspiration, you go under that topic and you'll see Bishop Ronnie Crudup along with Bishop James Lewis. And so you'll have all of those people there that you can watch. Now, the unique part about what we do is that on Sunday morning on WeBelieveDigital.com, we can have multiple shows running at 8 o'clock. You know, a lot of times, you preachers, you want to have your show seen at 8 o'clock on Sunday morning, which is the most important hour for a minister's program. Well, on traditional TV networks, you can only have one show at a time on 8 o'clock. But on We Believe Digital, we can run multiple shows. That's right. You can see Bishop Ronnie Crudup at 8 o'clock. You can see Bishop Jerry Young at 8 o'clock. You can see Bishop Dwayne Pickett at 8 o'clock. All of them will be live at 8 o'clock on We Believe Digital. It's uniquely different in that way. You can scroll down and you'll see the link to the internet radio station that we launched. That's right. We have our own internet radio station. And so the podcast studio, the broadcast studio is African-American owned right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Now, we've been seen in over 139 countries all over the world. If you choose to join this program, you call 800-492-5186 and join the conversation. We'd love to have you participate. Now, as always, you know, I have a very interested and young man that's with us today that is our guest for today, and we're just going to be experimenting with different formats on how to improve the content that we're bringing to the platform each and every day. You know, we're completely open and honest here at We Believe Digital. We have goals and dreams and aspirations to one day become the premier media company in the South. Now, if you're watching us on YouTube, we want you to go ahead on and subscribe to our program. Our goal is to push up to some 50,000 subscribers. That's our benchmark, and we get there, then we know we're well on our way to competing with the big boys like Roland Martin and CNN and others that are streaming. Those are ambitious goals, but with your help, I know that we can get there. I like to say that this program is being sponsored by Earth Blend Coffee, the best coffee that money can buy. just go to the website earthblendcoffee.co and sign up for the subscription where you can get 1 bag a week, or you can get 2 bags a month, or you can get a bag every week shipped directly to your home. That's earthblendcoffee.co. Roasted right here in Jackson, Mississippi, in an African-American owned roasting company. In Mississippi, we may be last in many things, but traditionally African Americans have excelled and overcome and have gone on to do some remarkable and wonderful things. We think that the same thing will happen with Earth Blend Coffee. We think that it'll become a household preferred brand. And if you're looking at fundraising opportunities in your churches, consider Earth Blend. Earth Blend has a promotion that will allow you to generate revenue to assist you with your building funds and other things in church networks. Specially designed pricing for churches are available to you. We can private label as well. If the church has a desire to have coffee under its own label, then contact us. You can contact us at 601-209-9199. Now, I'm going to turn to my guest today. We haven't known each other for a long time. We met, heard about each other for quite some time, had an opportunity to meet this young man over at an event in Vicksburg, Mississippi on Friday night. So I invited him over to We Believe Digital Broadcast to tell a little bit about what he was doing over there, what his work career has been like, and a little bit about himself. So let's get right to it. Marcus, welcome, and thank you for joining me today.
Well, thank you so much for having me here at We Believe Studios.
Now, I met you on Friday night, and tell me a little bit about the event that you were at and what you were doing, and tell me a little bit about this marvelous person, Angela Scott, and Cynthia Milton. Just share with us a bit.
Well, I will start by saying again, thank you so much for having me here today. I'm so excited. I did meet you at an event in Vicksburg, Mississippi at the Megger and Angela Foundation building. They were having a fundraising event. I got hired as a photographer, digital photographer, and I think I had more fun eating and socializing with the guests, but I had an amazing time there. I love Miss Angela. She's very, very, very sweet lady. And Cynthia Maxie Milton, she introduced us a long time ago, but we never formally met. And I heard your name so many times. I'm like, I got to meet this guy. Whoever this guy is, you're talking too much about. I got to meet this guy. Whoever this guy is, you're talking about. And she would tell me all of these great things like, this man has purpose. He's got destiny. He knows what he's doing. You need to meet him, Marcus. You need to connect yourself with him. I'm like, well, it'll happen in the right timing. Mm-hmm. Well, that time came Friday where we actually asked to take a photo of you. That's right. While you were stuffing your face. We're not going to mention that part. We're not going to mention that part. Yeah. But you were eating and we met, and here we are today, Tuesday. We had a great conversation today. I'm really excited about what's to come and some things that we can get done here in the city of Jackson and surrounding areas. So I'm really excited about that.
That was a beautiful building, a beautiful facility that we were at. And it's in Vicksburg. I believe it's owned by African Americans as well. Yes. It's a tremendous facility, and the community was out in numbers supporting it. Yes. Miss Scott is just giving back to the community. I think she's from Vicksburg.
Yes. Oh my God. Miss Scott. She is the epitome of community. When you think about community and giving back and just dying to yourself, it's Miss Scott. I believe if you look in the Bible where it talks about dying to yourself, you'll see Miss Scott's name. To just hear about her marriage and how her husband transitioned. And hearing how she talks about forgiveness all the time, hearing how she teaches or reminds you on agape love and how to love your neighbor and, not think about self all the time. We are put on this earth to not think about ourselves, but others. And so when you look at the dynamics of that, you look at the epitome of that, you think about Miss Scott. You think about Cynthia Maxie Milton as well, because I wouldn't know you all without knowing Cynthia. So I met Cynthia. I've been knowing her for years. In fact, I asked Cynthia. I was doing an interview with Rita Brent some years ago, and at the Fondren district area, and I called her, random call. I called her to see if she could come do my makeup because I had the dark circles under my eyes, and I said, I need somebody to do my makeup because I can't go on camera like this. And ever since then, we've just connected. She's like a second mom, and so I would not have known you or Miss Scott, Angela Scott, if I hadn't have known Cynthia Maxey Milton. So I'm grateful for God putting her in my path to be able to meet you all.
Great.
So,
and I too have known Cynthia for quite a while. She has been a TV personality, and she has a wonderful career and done wonderful things here in the marketplace. But I did not know she could sing.
Yes. And that's a hidden gem that she will not tell you about, but she can definitely sing.
She has a beautiful voice.
Yes, and I believe that even her voice, I tell her all the time, your voice is going to take you very far too. I know, I'm at the age, your voice is going to take you further than where you even are now. And so I'm excited about that. And being a part, I've recorded some of her videos. Like, I won't post them. I'm not going to tell her I'm going to post them. But I recorded some of her videos from this past Friday. And I'm excited about, what God is doing in her too. With her music that she's doing, something that she's always had a passion for. And I think now is like the time for that to happen. And she launched it at the Megger and Angela Foundation building.
Wow.
So I'm excited about that, with just that whole connection. I mean, all of this is what I call divine connection, and so I'm big on that.
Look, it's got to be divine connection, because when you have the right spirit in the place, and you could feel the spirit in the building there on Friday night with Miss Scott and Miss Milton, and just wonderful people there. I met folk that I had not seen before, never knew in life, and we were having great conversations and talking about fishing and enjoying life and retiring and all those kinds of things, and it was just a great event.
Yes.
Now, we look forward to you working a little bit with us in the studio and providing that really missing ingredient that we've been trying to discover that really helps us move this platform to another level. But you also had an opportunity to speak to the publisher of the Mississippi Link newspaper today.
Yes.
Publisher Jackie Hampton, who in her own right has just built a marvelous product.
Yes.
The Mississippi Link newspaper is now 29 years old, and she serves on the board of the National Newspaper Association, and she's completely dedicated to her craft.
I found that out today.
Did you? And I think you made a real mistake when you mentioned that most people were going digital versus print.
Yeah, watch what you say when you say it and how you say it. It's the lesson for the day. That is the lesson for today. And let me start by saying that she's an amazing woman. Today is my first time meeting her. And even seeing who she is. Sat and met for almost seems like 2 hours. Probably went that long. Seems like 2 hours. Great spirit, great personality. Watch what you say, though. Watch what you say. I made the comment about digital is kind of taking over. It's like, no, you got to watch what you say, Mr. James. Watch what you say. Phenomenal lady.
Absolutely. And she corrected you immediately.
Yeah, didn't waste any time. Didn't waste any time.
So we have the print media here. We have the broadcast studio here. We have the podcast studio here. We have Drika Chiffon in the building with a filming company here that does an excellent job with Private Stone Media.
Yes.
We have Kelvin Jones with 16 Bars here that does the recording studio. I probably didn't tell you about that.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Wow.
16 Bars is here as well. And so we have websites that we're going to be pushing to and updating. And I believe in your line of work, and you're bringing that creativity and that content providing element that we need. But in many times you do headlines or you do reels or you don't give the full story, I don't believe, in your digital recording. How does that work?
Yeah, so right now I'm in a huge transition. I film a Mental Health Monday and film a Wellness Wednesday, where Mental Health Monday I talk to local, when I say local, it could be all over the state, but local mental health therapists and counselors throughout the state of Mississippi, and we talk about various topics. Right now I'm working on a series of anxiety. In our last segment we dealt with living in the moment, how to live in the moment and not be so scatterbrained and thinking about you're in this interview, but you're focused on this interview. You're not thinking about what's going on at home. And so that's Mental Health Monday. And then, like I said, we deal with Wellness Wednesday. Right now, we're doing segments with a dental doctor. Last week, we talked about plaque buildup and the importance of brushing and seeing your dental doctor every 6 months as necessary, even in between, if more. And so right now, I currently stream things on Facebook. And boom, there was this huge connection with this man. You probably know him. Mr. Socrates Garrett. I met him, and now we have somewhere to kind of stream some of that content, because right now all I do is stream it on Facebook. Wow. So we do reels to kind of tease some of those segments, but as far as the full segments aren't posted anywhere. Okay. And so now we have a home to post those segments in its entirety so that people can go and view helpful information, or what I like to call news you can use.
News you can use, and not only will they be able to get access to the content, you will find some of the content over in the print media.
Yes.
And you will find some of the content on the website, but also on YouTube, on Facebook, on Roku TV, and all over the world.
And I want to point out, it will be in the print, because people still use newspapers. So I want to make sure I include that part.
That's right. That's right. Well, Marcus, it's been great talking to you here. I look forward to working with you. I'm very excited about that. I want to send a shout out to our engineer and producer today, Dexter Morgan. Earlier, our normal producer is out ill, and I gave Dexter a call. I know he's been filming and doing a lot of work over in Atlanta. And so I called him, and he was kind enough to come right in here and produce these shows for us today. So Dexter, we really appreciate you for that. And we recognize that this brother has got a lot of talent as well, that you'll find, Marcus, that he probably knows more about cameras than anybody. Yeah. I know you know a lot about them.
Well, I'm excited to learn from him. Okay. You know, I'm excited.
Okay.
Hopefully we can learn from each other.
Okay.
But hopefully he'll do the teaching. I'm a student, so hopefully he's prepared to teach.
Well, I see you're not going to make that mistake anymore. You're good. So Dexter, we appreciate you for bringing on this special edition with us. Now, you've been watching Socrates Garrett Live, a special edition with Marcus James, and talking about the great things that are going to be happening here at We Believe Digital. You stay tuned, and I want you to have a wonderful afternoon and stay safe. We'll talk to you later. Good evening.